Mila,
and Lena's way.
Hey guys, what's up? How are you doing today? Did you guys like our new intro? It is very poppington, literally. It's lit. Today, or tonight as I should say, season 2 of Stuck in the Middle premiered. It was Stuck in the Water Park, and guys, I was doing reviews on this last year in July. It went off in July and it's now coming back on. It's like it's been some months. I was wondering if it was gonna come back on, but it's finally came back on. I know it was doing some shorts, like that little 5-minute shorts that they was doing back in December, but it is finally on. And this show, I think, it's one of the most realistic shows. I feel like they always outside somehow. They always outside. I don't know if it's a set. I don't know when they be outside. Like normally it's a set, but when they outside, it genuinely looks like they outside. Like in this movie, I know in all Disney movies they go outside. In all Disney movies, they actually tape the real world and it look different. But I feel like Stuck in the Middle is like a realistic show, like a realistic family show. It don't seem like it's always staged or it's a so studio-dized or whatever. I just feel like it's real, and I like the feeling of it, and I like how they have that feeling. You know what I'm saying? And this was like a 1-hour movie, and it was the season premiere at the same time, and I think it was good. It was funny. It had its jabs. They have these modern day jabs, and they made like another Kardashian jab again, and this is not the first time that they've done it. They've done it before. So yeah, I just think that this was a good episode, and it's coming on next week again. I don't know what the next week thing is. I gotta go see what the next episode is, but I'm gonna be pretty excited. I'm gonna be watching it, and just congratulations to the cast that got to do this again for the second season, because it's lit, and everybody's getting their little Disney signing things like, my name is Jenna Ortega, you watching the Disney Channel, or my name is Ronnie Hawk, and you know watching Disney Channel. They all got to do their things, you know what I'm saying? Just like in November, I think they recorded it. But yeah, so it started off with Tom was trying to eat a sandwich and then got a call. It's a call for Harley, and Tom was trying to tell Daphne, look, I had 7 kids, so if one kid was missing, the other 6 can go look for them. So then Daphne got past the phone, but then Daphne went past the phone to Georgie and tricked Georgie into it. Then Georgie tricked Louie and Beast into it, and then Louie and Beast gave the phone to their mom, and then the mom gave the phone to Rachel, and then Rachel was like, is this 1998? Who even uses a landline? So then Rachel gave the phone to Ethan, and Ethan was giving the phone to Harley, but Harley was like, can I take a message? But then it was the Waterpark people that she had entered an invention to. So she was like, oh my god, we're going to Waterpark as a thanks for me doing an invention. So she was like, it's good to know that everybody don't just get excited about donuts, they get excited about Waterparks too. So the mom was like, is this an internet scam? Why would somebody genuinely want us there? So she's like, no, I made something called the drive-thru. It's kind of like a car wash thing, but for humans. But yeah, so she's like, look, we can't always do this. We can't always go on vacation because the 4 C's: cost, chaos, complaining, and casualties. So they was like, look, we won't do it. We don't want to go to Pilgrim Land no more. And Daphne was like, yeah, I'm starting to hate Thanksgiving because of Pilgrim Land. And they had to pull on the heartstrings. And Rachel was like, I solemnly swear as Rachel Diaz that we will not do anything bad, complain or nothing. And they written down in a contract. So they gonna go. And then they get to, the parents get to have a radio station that they want on. It was just a talking radio. I do not like talk radio. I don't like it. It's just like, why are you talking? I need my jams, but whatever. Anyway, they was trying to complain in there, they was fighting in there, but then the parents kept waving that little contract, and it's like, okay, fine. So they made it. It's like Hawaii and New Hampshire. The palm trees are fake. They just really cell phone towers disguised as palm trees. And then Rachel was like, why would you want to disguise something so beautiful? Cell phones. And then their room was really sized. They got the normal size room for a normal size family, just plus 5. And it's like, oh wow. So Rachel's like, is this a joke? It's like, the camera's here, is my mascara okay? So basically, they was like, look, we gotta enjoy family time. You know, y'all always wanted us to enjoy family time. We was avoiding it at the house. Now we got the small room, and now we can't avoid it. And the parents were just falling for all of that. But yeah, so if Daphne went missing, then they had like a mom tracker on her, just to track her. I'm like, bro, watch your kids, okay? So basically Daphne wanted a big lollipop for $20, and everyone's like, no complaining, no lollipop, no this and that. So then Harley told the parents, go in that lazy river and go try that river out. And me and Rachel are gonna go find a place, a lounge area to go put on things at. And Rachel's like, I'm not gonna do that. She's like, unless you want somebody to think you just lost Storage Wars, you're gonna come over here and help me do this. So yeah, she's like, look, I'm not a workhorse or like you are, Harley. I'm a little dog that go in Paris Hilton's purse. So then they was like, look, they had to go find some type of, nobody was using her invention. She was really bummed about that. So then they went and found a cabana that was empty because a family had left out of it because the kids replaced the mayo on the sandwiches with sunscreen, and they was being bad. So yeah, the cabanas, you have to be paying for those cabanas. Like I've never been to a real beach before, but I've been to one at the casinos, and the Mandalay Bay one is good. It's hot. No. Am I talking about the wrong one? No, I've been to the MG. Yeah, the Mandalay Bay one is like a real. I'm assuming it's like a real beach. I've been to a beach before, like I said before. But the sand, like the little sand, is freaking hot in the summertime, and it burns my toes. But then the MGM one, it's like no sand, but it's like like 6 or 7 pools. So like. Yeah, but like I've never had a cabana before, but I'm pretty sure it's nice. But like the lounge chairs, I see what you're saying. We gotta get a lounge chair before somebody else get a lounge chair. Because if you do sit a towel on the lounge chair, nobody can take it. It's the rules. But okay. Anyway, Louie and Beast wanted to get on the ride, but they couldn't get on the ride because they was too short. And then Ethan was like, haha, you too short. Take a picture of me up there. So then he got a Maui owie and stepped on a bee, but no open wombs can go into the pool because you're gonna give somebody some type of whatever, like, I don't know, some type of disease. You want to get somebody that. So basically, he can't go up there, and then Georgie was like, well, I'm going to go up there. And she was just scared to go up there. So she couldn't do it, so she just got down. Then Rachel was like, look, I feel bad for those poor losers who got to use the public lounging. So they had fruit, they had their waiter, they had this and that. So then it was like, we like Kim and Kanye. Then Harley was like, I'm guessing I'm Kanye. I'm like, that's not bad. But then Rachel's like, no, we could both be Kim. And Harley was like, oh, it was like a freeze frame. Oh, the only time she ever let me be a Kardashian is Rob. I only get to be Rob and not get to be Kim. She was actually tearing up. I was like, they just gonna burn Rob? Like Rob is on the up and up. Like Rob, he trying. Like, don't do that to Rob. They just gonna drag Rob. Like, I only get to be Rob. Like Rob is like the worst Kardashian out of all of them. Okay. Anyway, so then she was like, Rachel's like, you gotta poop while you looking all weird. So then she's like, never mind. So it was all party time. Rachel was like, ooh, and doing all this and that. They was yelling, and then the guy next door was like, you know, y'all loud. And it's like, oh, I'm sorry, we didn't know we was loud. And it's like, yeah, he was like, who would think that the sound would carry through plastic tents? But yeah. So then the parents, they was watching Daphne through the little phone and stuff, you know, through the little monitor. So Daphne was trying to get Ethan out of money, and she ended up getting the $20 for the lollipop because she was about to embarrass him in front of this girl that he was seeing right across. She was like right across, and then she was like looking at him all shady. I cannot think what she was on, but I was trying to find the actress. Okay, guys, but yeah. So he ended up talking to her, winning spending all his money on the bears because she wanted a unicorn, but he couldn't win a unicorn. And then he ended up spending all his money on the bears, but then he ended up winning a unicorn later on in the day. So then she was really happy, and she's like, well, you know what, maybe tomorrow we can meet up or something. Like, okay. But anyway, yeah, Georgie, she was real scared to go down up that ride, but then Daphne was like, oh, you scared? And Georgie's like, I'm not scared. So then she like went up there, and she ended up doing it. But then Louie and Beast was like, uh-oh, we're gonna have to do something since we gotta do something that's not age appropriate. So when they went to go do that, that wasn't good because they got a bill for the cabana because they was finally all in the cabana except for the parents. They got a bill for $800. The cabana is free, but everything else isn't. So that was really bad. They was freaking out. Georgia didn't even know about it until she came back down. She said she lost her lucky bracelet. So she's like, the bad luck has begun. They're not going to go on vacation again. Georgia was screaming. Holly was horrified. That it was off the charts, even for them. So they're going to have to find out what they're going to do. And then the parents came to the cabana, and then the waiter kept feeding them with the shrimp cocktails and the seafood and this and that. So I just added on more money to the bill. So he was like, don't mind if I do. And Harley was like, oh, he gonna mind since he did. So he gonna mind because it's gonna be on the bill for the next thing. Then they was laying down because they was in that cramped room. They was laying on the floor, and it's like, look, we got to think of a strategy plan. Ethan was like, I spent all my money on that girl. Daphne was like, well, I got another lollipop. Since we was already in the hole, I might as well just charge the room anyway. So then Rachel was like, how is the mall cop at our mall gonna know me because I'm be on lockdown for so long? He doesn't think I'm a pretty girl. I'm somebody at that mall. But yeah, so Ethan was worried about the guy on the girl's Hannah's page. He was like, is that her boyfriend? Is that her cousin? And Rachel was like, it don't matter, she's out of your league anyway. So they gotta think of something to do. And they went to the manager, and they had 124 reasons to make them stay. You know, they stay for free. And he was like, no, but here's a little free token. And then Georgie was trying to go find her bracelet, and she ended up getting knocked in then again. She don't like this slide, but she ended up getting knocked in it again. The parents were still floating. Daphne got the man to make their bill free of charge, but then Louis and Beast went and freaking dunked him in water in his nice Aqua Olympic suit, and that was it. That was it. That was it. Now it's $922 they bill. So they bill, the parents racked up a $122 bill. And you're not supposed to be eating when you're going in the pool. So I'm like, what? But anyway, so yeah, Louis and Beast messed up that one. But then Harley's like, look, we gotta tell the truth. And then Ethan met Hannah's dad, and Hannah's dad is the mean neighbor next door in the cabana. So yeah, he was like, yeah, we have quieter neighbors, which is a flock of pigeons. So then she was like, my dad hates everybody. He's like, yeah, I'm not special. And then she's like, well, maybe not to him, but she's special to me. So yeah. But then Georgie lost her shorts. She's trying to find a bracelet. She ended up going back in, taping up her shorts. And then Harley was like, wait, she's going to tell the truth. But then she saw the Aqua Olympus, and she was like, bruh, we can do this. So then she got them all together. She was like, look, we the Diaz's, it's 9 of us. We can do this. We got it. Then they had to, I didn't know, they stiff arm old women to get to the cabana, and I don't blame them. I don't. Sometimes you got to get to things first. You just got to. You just have to do it. So, yeah. Harley was like, Ethan was like, you know, I had a prior relationship with one of the team members because they was going to go up against Hannah's family's team. And he already had a prior relationship with her. So then he was like, if I'm going to play, but I don't know if I'm going to play with my whole heart. Then she was like, if you don't play with your whole heart, I'm going to chase you down and beat you with that whole heart. And you know you got a bum foot, so I'm going to catch you. So he's like, okay, noted. They really violent towards each other, but they never do anything. But they threats is very violent, and it's very violent. Like, she gonna catch him and beat him whole heart with his whole heart, and he got a bum foot, and she's gonna catch him. So yeah. Anyway, Georgie ended up finding her lucky bracelet again, but this she had to go down the slide again because that was her spot. Harley and Rachel had to go do the water derby. Louis and Beast was jousting, and then Ethan and Daphne was the ring toss thing, because, you know, Daphne was good at being, like, they throw stuff on Daphne, and then, like, it go around her and all that, like a ring toss. So then it was time. Those grown men was fighting Louis and Beast, and Louis and Beast won. And then the parents won too. Was the parents playing? Yeah, the parents was playing. So then they was, Harley and Rachel was about to win, but then the dad, Hannah's dad, ended up cheating and railing, like, with a fish rod. He, like, rolled her in with that. And I'm like, nobody saw that? And it's like, you cheated. And he's like, that's what losers always say. So they was both families in second place. So they had to do tug of war. But then they was like, what? Y'all not gonna win tug of war with them 3 little ones, Louis, Beast, and Daphne? They don't even make the strength of one person. She was like, that's true. But then they went through their dry-through thing, and they got dry, so they wasn't wet, so they wasn't slippery. So then they was like, that's cheating. And it's like, that's what losers would say, because you're not supposed to change your clothes. But they did that tug of war, and they freaking won, and now it's lit. They won. So then they was like, oh my god, we got $1,000 in splash bucks. Won $1,000, then they could pay their bill. I think they didn't elaborate on that because those are just splash bucks, but maybe they can still pay their bill. But then they'll have, like, let's just say they'll have some money left over. I'm not trying to get into the logistics. Let me just get into the logistics. 13, 14, 15, 92, 57. They'll have $78 left. They will have $78 left from the $1,000 splash bucks prize because they gotta pay off their bill. So the mom was like, oh my god, we got $1,000. And Harley was like, not quite, but I'm not going to ruin the moment. Long story. Let's just hug. So yeah, Ethan was like, look, remember in that movie, Hannah, when Candace and Peter was fighting together? Well, you know, maybe not, no. And then she was like, look, whatever, it's fine. Love, all is fair with love and ring toss. You know what I'm saying? This wasn't that serious. Well, for her it wasn't. To the family it was, obviously, because those was grown adults. None of them was, like, kids. But okay. And then the manager was like, haha, good try, Louis and Beast. You got that candy bar in a pool trick. So then Beast was like, we would never waste a candy bar in a pool. So he was walking around with a big old long piece of poop, boo-boo, in his pocket all day. And now you got to get rid of that second suit. And that was really the end, you know, for better or for worse. There was the family that came together. and loved each other. And then the dad was like, this is the best vacation ever. I always want to go on vacation. So now they go on many vacations. As long as they don't complain, have no costs, no casualties, or no chaos, they good. Even though they had all of that. They had all of that. I mean, they didn't even know about Ethan's foot. They didn't even know about Ethan's foot, which was crazy. But they had all of that. But the parents didn't know about it. So they really didn't break. They broke their contract, but they really didn't. But they had fun, which is really the main thing. And I want to go to, like, not a water park, not, because I can't swim. And you probably say, well, Lena, you just talking about how you was just at the beach in the pool early in the video. I cannot swim. And what I do is I float. I don't go under, and I don't know how people open their eyes up under the water. Like, that makes no, like, that's like some demon devil stuff. I don't mess with that. Having your eyes open under the water, no. If you can do that, then you probably shouldn't just leave, don't be by me, but don't do that. But, I don't swim, I cannot swim. And it's not because I'm black, because black people out there that can't swim, but I just can't swim because I don't never want to learn how to swim because I'm not trying to go in the water and die for my first time swimming. But I do float, which is pretty cool. And I go to the shallow end. Okay, freeze frame. Why am I talking in air quotes like there's no such thing as a shallow end? What? Because I'm only 5'2" with some attitude, and I go to the shallow end with a bigger person, most likely Mila, and I go float over there and I come back. You come back, and then that's really all you can do. Yeah, unless you go into the Mandalay Bay pool where they got the actual hot sand, but everybody's at that pool. Nobody's really at the MGM pool. But yeah, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, you gotta pay to get to these places. I'm gonna go to a real beach. I wanna go to a real beach. I wanna go to California. I know, yeah, they don't have real beaches here in Las Vegas. I wanna go to California. I wanna go to the beach, touch the ocean, be one with the dolphins and stuff, and just feel the beach, the salt water, the sea water. I just want to feel that, you know. Never been to a beach before, so you could tell how I'm just trying to imagine what it would feel like. But I need to be at a quiet part of the beach because I don't like noise, and I don't like people running around trying to splash water on me. I can't do that. That's confrontation on site. But anyway, guys, thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and comment. I love this episode. I think it was really funny. I feel like it had moments where I was like, oh my god, but that's the funniness I like. And I feel like it was real and it wasn't corny. A lot of the shows sometimes try to be corny, and I feel like I'm glad that they was outside, but I know it's a movie, so Disney is always gonna want them to be out. When they doing Disney movies, I don't know if they take this in Canada or not, but when they do Disney movies, in connection with a TV show, it's always outside, and you could tell the difference between outside in the studio. You can tell the difference. If you watch Good Luck Charlie, go watch the Good Luck Charlie Christmas movie, they actually outside. But yeah, guys, thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and comment. Don't forget to leave your thoughts on this Stuck in the Middle, Stuck in the Water Park Season 2 premiere. Congratulations to all the cast, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.